Happy Friday, and I am going to share some channeled messages I've gotten over this past week that I really kind of think are very important, especially since we just started fall equinox on the 21st. One of the warnings that I did get was on the 25th, the first set anyway, was on the 25th, and just to break down the numerology, September, which is the ninth month, and it was the 25th day. 9 plus 2 plus 5 equals 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. So that was the I call them a 7 day. They all amount to a certain day and a certain number. Also, you would look at like angel numbers 7, especially that is a holy number. I knew it. I had to break it down. Normally, I don't do the numerology. I said neurology, numerology as much. But I have my little notebook. My little notebook. I keep everything like in a little thing, especially dreams and anything I pick up, synchronicities, channelings, and stuff. The synchronicities I normally remember, or I keep it in a little notepad on my phone. But especially if I'm getting certain energy and certain feelings and certain synchronicities, certain clairaudient type of things, and just picking up on different stuff. And this actually happened that night around 7 o'clock. There's a show called Ghost Whisperers that come on, and this show has been, I mean, they've been wrapped. This show, has been on for years, mind you, years. So it's kind of like I just started watching it, and I was like, I like it. I used to, it used to come on. I never watched it when it was actually on, like an actual active season, but like it comes on, and I'm like, what? Let me watch it. I start watching it, and it's really good. I can just relate to her so well for some reason. I just relate to her, and Jennifer Love Hewitt plays the main character. Just happened, like I said, it was September 25th, and everything broken down was 7. So that right there was just a confirmation number. Warnings. One of the warnings, and this, like I said, I've been paying attention to the show. I've been watching this on and off for the last maybe month or two. Really good show. But, like, I'm looking at the notepad and looking at this at the same time. But some of the warnings, and it's just weird. Like I said, I've been picking up on some of everything, all kind of synchronized angel numbers and everything. And I'm starting to pick up different stuff as well, in, like I said, in songs and just different stuff, and now in TV. Of course, TV's, like, people have to understand, if you really pay attention, it shows you certain messages, especially with whatever energy is being picked up. And like I said, we just started fall. We just entered fall, like this week. So one of the warnings in the show, I don't know, something, I just got this feeling over me when this particular episode, I don't know the name of the episode, but one of the lines from this particular part of the beginning half of the show, it said, when the leaves fall, so do the innocent. And of course, fall equinox is when a lot of celestial good stuff celebrations is happening. Of course, we have Halloween and harvest festivals and all this kind of stuff too. We have all that type of stuff, but also there's a lot of rituals and stuff like that. Some of the not so good stuff being done as well. And when they said it, it was like when the leaves fall, so do the innocent. In this particular episode of Ghost Whisperer, the Watcher, she was actually pregnant. This is probably the later season before the show actually ended. She was pregnant, and she's actually getting ready to give birth to her child. Her child was supposed to have been born September. Was it September the 25th? September 25th, 09. That's when the show was, around that area. It was weird because it was shown on the 25th. So nothing, like I said, nothing's a coincidence in this time and era, especially as we're moving into the more of the 5D. It's more so spiritual shift, necessary spiritual shift. We're leaving the 3D shift, which is the physical. But it just happened. It was September 25th, in that particular moment. One of the watchers had this, I guess, the book of life or death or whatever, and she read her baby's name in it, and her due date. The due date was 9/25, and that particular episode aired 9/25. Like I said, 7. Okay, 7. That is a very holy divine number. You can check into all kinds of angel number 7, which that is a very special number. Like I said, one of the lines was, when the leaves fall, so do the innocent. You know what I'm saying? That was from the Ghost Whisperer. And just what's going to happen, basically, in the fall season, the veil lifts. The spiritual veil of between earth and the spirit realm is very thin. It always has been like that. And the 5D dimensional shift is actually going to be similar to that, basically, but a little bit stronger, a little bit more, a little stronger. That's why fall has this crisp feeling in the air. Of course, the climate change, but there's a reason why fall has a certain feeling. If you step outside now, literally the first day of fall felt like the first day of fall, which is not normal for here in Memphis. It's still normally summer until really October. You feel me? Our weather's normally still hot and stuff like that. No, it feels like fall. It feels really good, really beautiful, clean, fresh, new air. It feels really good. I'm a spiritual person, so of course I'm going to understand what's in the air, basically. The veil is lifting. So with the veil being thinner as we go into, like, this is just the first week. I can only imagine what is to come, especially in the month of October, in the first half of November, until we really go into winter solstice, the winter equinox. And there's a proper name for my tablet. Is all the way over there. I have a book on all. I read every type of book, occult book, herbal books, you name it, self-help books, spiritual books, the Bible, just different thing. The Hindu practices. I read pretty much everything, and it covers different things of the celestial season. So there's a lot of good things. Like I said, with fall, it is like a brand new chapter, and the fall does represent prosperity. A lot of like different sorts of like abundance, prosperity, especially with the career sector. From what I've been researching and studying, the career sector and just everything else, basically. It's basically a brand new chapter. Fall starts a brand new chapter in people's lives, and it is true. It is true. But also with the veil being lifted, there is like an increase in spiritual activity. There is, like I said, an increase in spiritual activity. Of course, that's one reason, like, Halloween falls in the fall time. Of course, around that time, you see it in movies, you see it in shows, you hear about it in folklores and all this kind of stuff, that you see more ghosts around that time. And that is because the veil is thinner and it is lifted. So you do have to be cautious of stuff. You may, especially right now this year, you will see an increase. You will see more so, you dang near going to see demon possession at this point. That's why the world's crazy. People acting a little out of character and out of weird right now. Yeah, you're going to see that. Firsthand, I've already been seeing it. Actually, right before fall. So you're going to see an increase. You're going to feel different things around you. You're gonna be picking up on stuff, senses and stuff like that, especially if people who are becoming spiritually awakened, or even just spiritually woken, aware of just different stuff. People are waking up anyway, which is excellent, because we're gonna need it in the next shift, especially going into 2020. We're gonna need all that. So kind of, you got to balance them chakras, get your spirit and your soul right, because you're gonna have to. You feel me? It's not gonna be an option. You're gonna wake up, because it's gonna start now. Really, the fall, you're gonna start experiencing just different things. Everything from astro traveling into like lucid dreaming, and just people have been having dreams. It's really this year is really a karmic year. It's really a completion year. You know what I mean? So people already experienced some of this stuff anyway, but it's going to increase because the veil is thinner and it's lifted. Also, mandatory protection. With the veil being lifted, that means there's more spiritual activity, not only with angels and things of that nature, or even elders and loved ones who have passed on, but also some not so good things out of the gates of hell is about to break loose. They're already here. They've been here. Angels have always been here, but these things have always been here for sure. Hell is on earth. Hell goes in layers, and the first outer layer, the epidermis, is earth. The epidermis of hell is earth, basically. So they're here. They're already here, and it's going to increase more, especially around this time and going into the first half of the year, until we get to spring. But it's going to start right now. You know what I'm saying? Then the veil will kind of, with the 5D shift that's coming in, I really don't think it's going to let up, because this is a karmic cleansing season. So all the karmic cycles are pretty much closing or wrapping up in some kind of way, or at least for the most part of it, the majority of it. Of course, some stuff, of course, is continuous. You have to kind of heal up from. But mandatory protection, I mean, wear your amulets, your evil eye pendants, bracelets, eyes of Horus, whatever, just all that kind of stuff. Also, spiritual cleansing, spiritual baths, smoke clearing, which is saging and stuff like that, using Palo Santos. Also, I have my big bottle in my stash, but keeping Florida water. This is my traveling size bottle, and I lost the top to it, but this is Florida water. I keep that. Also, I keep protection oil, and it has the little herbs and stuff in it. It's really nice. And this is actually, I'm starting a zero waste challenge with myself, which I've been doing it, but I need to do a little bit more of it. And this is actually, I bought this particular oil. I think it's Art of the Root. protection oil off of Amazon, and this I buy their protection oil. I haven't dabbled in anything else, and don't buy the love oil unless you're gonna use it for like just self love, attracting self love energy to you. But this right here, this was the Art of the Root, herbs and stuff like that in there, and I just refurbished it. And you can make anointing oil and stuff like that. It's really not that hard. But protection oil, I also have a charcoal burner. I do burn certain herbs and stuff like that. You have frankincense. It's different things that you can use. Sage. Normally I use the sage and frankincense. And I have, of course, my, where is it? I think, is it right here? Let me grab it. It's right here. Because I am sitting at my altar space. My other crystals. So I do have my crystals, which have been beat to death, used to death, channeled with to death. This is a clear quartz crystal. This is a universal crystal. You can use this just like a white candle. Whoops, let me break some, honey. Just like a white candle is universal for intentions and prayers and stuff like that. The clear quartz is the same, equal to that as well when it comes to crystals. So that, I'm a lover, so I keep, just certain crystals on me. Can you guys see me? Here we go. Rose quartz crystal, right here. And that's just for love energy. It's not for protection, but we're going to protect this heart chakra. And also, the black tourmaline is a universal protection crystal as well as a black onyx crystal as well. I don't like the polished ones, but I bought this one. I thought it was going to be the raw one, but it was actually a polished stone, which it's been working fine for me. Also, like I said, evil eye pendant, certain jewelry, amulets and stuff like that. There's certain, all kinds of different stuff. Also, Palo Santos, which I have used to death. You know what I'm saying? Sage, just you name it. You can buy the sage, like the sage incense, all that kind of stuff. There's different stuff you can do. Of course, prayer, actual verbally protecting yourself is the most powerful thing you can do. The whole book of Psalms, pick you one. Pick you one. There's different also frequencies you can listen to on YouTube for protection, different prayers. And I'm very precise with mine. I don't listen to all of them, and I try to, try to kind of sort through them. But definitely protecting yourself. Also in the show, like I said, she was pregnant. She was pregnant. A lot of people are getting pregnant. A lot of people are going into twin flame unions and stuff like that. So a lot of the divine children in this next 5D era that have to be here. They have to be here. Just like we signed a soul contract to be here and to be in unions and stuff like that and have soul missions, they have a soul missions too. So definitely if you are pregnant, kids, so she was pregnant with a little boy. So that right there, like I said, all that whole episode was confirmation for me. And like she has to teach her son. Her son's going to be gifted just like her. So that whole thing was just like one big, like I said, confirmation with the synchronicity, the numerology number, confirmation number being 7. So that right there, I had to share that. I said, well, let me do the numerology for this and make sure if I want to share this. Because, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes some information people are just not ready, but you got to get ready. You might as well get ready with me. Somebody who has been experiencing some spiritual stuff, literally unknowingly my whole life, but especially the last 5 years. Honey, it's a story to tell. Yes. But anyway, just like protecting yourself. Verbal prayers, like I said, the Bible is the best thing. The Bible, I have all kinds of books on protection, remedies, you name it, all that kind of stuff. And also I forgot to add, like I said, salt baths, sea salt. There's different stuff you can do, but when you're cleansing your house and stuff like that, and then just like with the smoke clearing, you would cleanse your house and then you would use sage and stuff like that. Also, there's different roux washes you can wash and clean your house with just to clean the energy out of your house. Also, there's different spiritual cleansing baths and stuff, remedies, all that kind of stuff that you can do. Also, just salt, period. Natural sea salt. I have both kinds. I do have the coarse and also the fine. I prefer the fine over the coarse, but it just depends on what I'm using it for. I like one for the baths and one for just keeping negative energy out of the bedroom. Because I have an altar in my bedroom, fortunately and unfortunately. So I have to make sure this space is always cleansed and stuff like that. Also, just kind of clearing the energy, in the house and in the home and stuff like that as well. But normally you would do a clean sweep. You would clean your spring, clean your house basically. you would sage and all that kind of stuff, and then you like I pray and stuff like that, and I even play certain chants and stuff where I do the chant myself, and then that'll clear out the space. It works beautiful. As long as you don't have any negative attachment, it works. I know this for a fact that that does work, especially with the salt, especially putting the salt around your home in the corners of each room around the house. It works beautifully. Of course, you have to kind of renew it and redo it, of course. I had to do it maybe once a month or so. It's really just going to depend on your household. Also, like I said, I sprayed the floor with water in different spots and stuff like that. You can anoint stuff after it's cleansed and stuff like that, especially smoke clearing and stuff like that. So, like I said, that show was like a eye opener. I mean, I have so many more. I have so many more channelings. I like I said, I've been writing them down. I've been writing them down and just really making sure. Some of them, they happen so fast, and I pick up on it and I don't remember until later. So this is one. So this is for the fall equinox. Just really protect yourself. Really, I mean, really protect yourself. Really guard yourself. Really make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you're being cautious. Nothing's a coincidence. If something look like something off, you get a vibe that something's off. Nine times out of 10, it's off. As long as it's not fear. Fear will always be loud. Intuition is always a calm, home-like feeling. It's like it's a true feeling. You'll know it. It'll feel like your energy and stuff like that, or it'll feel like ooh, like something, like a good luck kind of feeling. That kind of like divine feeling, basically. And then it's kind of like fear is going to be nauseating. It's going to upset your stomach. You're going to notice certain things about symptoms about yourself that it's going to like, well, that's fear triggered. That's something, if either fear or even something negative, especially if it hits your gut, like they don't feel like real right, or something like, no, that's kind of off, or if it makes you second guess, kind of step back from it, especially if it's a person, because like I said, these spirits, they're out, angels are out, and they take human forms, but also these evil spirits, demons and stuff like that, and entities and different things, they will attach themselves to people. I know this firsthand just by what I've been witnessing in the world. These people, they're taking over these bodies left and right. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Especially if you are a gang stalked individual like myself. You know that this demonic things are real, and you do have to protect yourself. So if you are a TI or a targeted individual and you are watching me, just hang in there, protect yourself, be cautious. They're more afraid of you than you are of them, and don't just live your life, but protect yourself at all costs. You protect yourself, protect your home, protect your car, protect your children, just really protect your family, especially if you have a family, especially if you have children right now. The innocent. It said when the leaves fall, the innocent will too. So so will the innocent. That means children. Around this time, you really be careful with your children. Watch over your children. This world period right now is just really sick and disgusting. Unfortunately, we do have good parts of the world, but we got some really sick parts of the world that's going on right now. Really watch over your children. That is one reason why. And if you can go back and read the Salem witch trials, folklore and stuff like that, you would know why, you know what I'm saying, that actually started. But I thought that was a powerful episode from Ghost Whisperer. I love that show. It comes on at 7 o'clock over here down in Memphis. And it comes on at 7 o'clock, and I've been watching it, and I'm just like, all of a sudden I just started watching this show. Her son is an empath, which I'm an empath, and you know what I'm saying. So that whole episode was just, it came on the 25th. I don't know the name of it, but all I remember is she was pregnant. The date was 9/25. September 25th. It was 09, which is 2019. This is a completion year. You feel me? Like, so it's all that kind of like, it was right on the money. Like, it was like right on the money. With the synchronicities and stuff like that. So that was pretty awesome. So hopefully you have learned, some valuable information, and I will see you again soon.